All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Move on.
Justin, do we need anything else from you, or are we good?
I think you're good, yet, public hearing, do you have a resolution on there?
No, I was not told we needed one.
Okay, you can do that at the end, when the bids come in.
Okay.
So when will the bidding process start now?
Let's see, we could, all this change, I'll add a note on there about the irrigation, and, we could probably send it out tomorrow, or put it online tomorrow, or Thursday here.
Great.
And we'll try to get it all in before your next council meeting, I think is the goal.
So the next council meeting looks like it's April 9th.
Okay. I will chat with Adrian about that and see what we can get going here.
Sounds good. Do we need anything else?
Alright, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's off of there, you can just leave it.
Move on to the minutes of the last meeting. Everybody had a chance to read them. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Any discussions? And I'll take a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next is to approve the current agenda. Any additions or deletions or corrections?
Do we need to delete the Fruitland Fire Agency budget?
Did they give you any information? Oh. Department update. Yes,
Just the text message that they showed.
gotcha, okay. Yep, so we will skip over the fire department because they're not here.
I do have the, call numbers. though.
Okay, but we'll skip over the agency budget because it's not been completed. It'll be here on March 26th though. Any other additions, corrections, or deletions? If not, I'll take a motion to approve the agenda minus the approve the Fruitland Fire Agency budget.
I'll make that motion.
Any other discussions? If not, I'll take a second.
I can second that.
Those all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next is financial report. I believe, Sarah, you have that?
I just had one question. Check number 19492 for $76.54. US payable mandatory. Is that
That is my mileage.
mileage?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I had.
So, in the future, I think everybody's gonna ask that question. Maybe just put that on the description for mileage. Is there any way to do that, a note?
Well, I know it's written on there, but I don't think it prints out on the report.
Okay.
But I can definitely like include it in the email, like this check number to me is for this.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. I wanted to cover all my bases.
How about the city of Muscatine for $15?
That was an electronic waste disposal
Oh, for a TV or something that was,
for I printed.
oh, a printer, for our personal printer, the city's
so
personal printer?
The fire department gave us back our printer.
Oh,
We don't need that printer anymore.
gotcha. That's all I have. to approve the financial report.
All of, approve the financial report.
Sarah made a motion, any further discussion? If not, I'll take a second.
I'll second it.
Those all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Old business, so we already talked about the shared use path update. Do we have anything else that we need to add on that,
I think so.
besides we're sending a certified letter to whomever, I don't remember their name. Okay. Next on the old business is nuisance abatement, 106 Emerald Lane. The wood has finally been moved back into his property. It did take a while, but I'm guessing that was because the mayor hadn't spoken to him yet.
I spoke to Marty about it. He stopped over there. No one was home. He tried to call him. So, he waited I don't know how long, and so he had Kirk and Juan do it.
Because it is moved back into his property, kinda in the wheelbarrow or whatever.
Yeah. Since it was in the right of way, Marty just told him to do it.
Next on the nuisance and abatement is 161 Sand Run Road, the continuation from last meeting. The one thing I want to address on this is the actual timeline and how this all got started, since I was accused of sending the police, DOT, sheriff, whatever, to the residents. I don't have control over that. Back in November of 2018, the city council received a complaint from a citizen in reference to, let me find it, in reference to vehicles being moved to that property from Loiza County. It was just a question that was proposed to the council on how do we proceed, what needs to be done, is there a salvage license, and so forth. Anyway, at that council meeting, I believe I'm the only one that's left on the council from that time frame. I did volunteer to call and get information on what is our responsibility, how do we proceed, how do we move forward with that information. So I was first asked to contact the DOT, which I did contact the DOT. They advised me that the recycler's license did expire on 12/31/2006, that Ms. June Spitznagle was listed as corporate officer, and they gave me the recycler number of 261, told me what the license did allow them to do when they had that, but there was no current permit through the state of Iowa, but that she can reapply for the permit as long as she complies with the zoning and regulations of the Iowa DOT license and renewal. It was told by DOT, recommended by DOT for us to contact the county, which I did. I contacted Eric Furness with the county and just asked what we're supposed to do. This was 5 years ago, so it's hard for me to remember. I have to look at my stuff here.
Our license didn't expire until 2018.
Hold on, I'm thinking okay right now. I'm just gonna tell you that that's what they told me when I called.
Yeah.
That's all I know, is what they told me. So that's the information that I have, is that they said that it expired in 2006. That's all I went from, I should say. I believe the DOT then said, let's see here, that he was gonna reach out to the residents and check things out, and that he was gonna further investigate to see if they were recycling anything with local recyclers. The code has a lot of gray areas. If, that he would proceed on their end, and that we would need to contact our attorney and find out what we needed to do on our end. That was, all my involvement in it was to find out what our responsibility as the city of Fruitland was to do because we received a complaint.
Who
My
filed that
involvement-
complaint?
My involvement ended in that
I
as the
thought
city
it was
council
just
then
a nuisance when
proceeded.
people drove by.
That's what they're saying.
I have no, I mean, everything else that we've done is that we just called and asked, you know, what our responsibility was. That, I did it as a city council person because that's what I was elected to do, and so
It's not
that's what I
supposed to be
did.
about, it's supposed to be about people
Other than that, the
crazy.
council decided everything else.
Crazy.
But we have been dealing, you know, we have been doing this since 2018. Not something that's new.
And we've done everything you've asked, and we're still here today.
I thought it was because people driving by, it just bothered their eyes so bad, it looked so
It
bad.
took one person to complain, that's
I
it.
don't know what, all I
That's
know
what
is
we've
that
got letters stating that.
the complaint-
They see glass in the yard and nails in my yard. Somebody here has good eyesight, because I don't see any nails or glass in my yard.
Well, everybody claims they don't come down past
Now
our
you
house.
change it back to the junkyard. What the heck's going on? You
They
had
can't
a
make
view, air view, where people was going by up in the air, and
No.
the cars have been gone for years.
Okay.
What are you doing? Why are you harassing me?
I proceeded to tell you.
Why am I
what-
being harassed?
I'm not harassing you, ma'am.
It is harassing.
I am not harassing you.
Well, somebody's
The whole
harassing
city of
me.
Fruitland is
And-
harassing us.
And I am just, I wanted to let everybody know how we started this, okay? This is what started. Yeah, absolutely, because I was on the city council, ma'am, and I'm sorry that I was
I
appointed to
couldn't
this
even see
council.
cars back there. I didn't know.
I'm just telling you how.
My
the
son
complaint
and
started.
his son had cars back there.
And I
I'll handle
get
it.
that.
Calm down, I'll handle it.
I don't know how the city wants to
Ain't
proceed,
no
but I
cars
wanted
there
to
now.
be told how this all started, because I'm not the one who sticked somebody on their.
And what the DOT
property.
did was against the law because we are grandfathered in and
They
we've already
go
had this
further
battle
now.
with the DOT.
No, I have no way of telling the DOT what to do and what not to do. You
Well,
can
the DOT has
discuss
been
it
on
with
our
the
property
DOT.
for several years prior to this, and they always told us we're grandfathered in, we legally do not need that permit. And for them to say we didn't obtain a permit until '86 is a bunch of bull honky, because that's my grandfather died the year previous to that, and he'd been there since 1960.
It said 2006, ma'am.
Yes, but they claim that he filed for the original,
I don't know about that, I'm just telling you what they told me.
and that's a bunch of bullcrap because Lee got dragged into everything in 2018 when he was supposed to update our license and not put a license in his name for Loiza County.
The day it was due, we learned Lee got himself a permit down there on the island, and that was his cars on my property. My son let him put them on my property. I had no idea he had that many cars back, because I didn't walk back there to see. I couldn't see
I
them.
just wanted it noted how this complaint started, ma'am.
I know, but I thought this here was supposed to be about the going by how bad my front yards are.
I haven't been by your property in I don't know how long.
Well, I was told it's because people was going by there, and it was really a bad look at the. How about that place down on the corner? I never paid attention to it till you brought it to me about my place. That place is no better than my place, and it's worse. They got cars and stuff there too.
And behind the
Now
bar,
you better stop harassing me all the time. I'm sick of it.
What
This
else
is
do you
bull
want
crap.
to do about the property?
Talk about one thing, going back to it. This is ridiculous.
Jennifer?
So since we were not on the council when this all started, and the original complaint was the vehicles.
I thought you
Correct.
grandfathered
And the
in.
vehicles had been moved.
And the
yeah.
vehicles have been removed.
Yep, that was the
Or
original
whatever.
complaint.
and you want to tack on a whole bunch of other crap to go on top of that too.
Speaking, please. Thank you.
Since the vehicles have been removed, I went by the property with our new checklist and went down the checklist, and all of my checks are no to
Still doesn't apply.
to the very end where we get to the miscellaneous, because I don't quite understand number 4 for this. If the whole, if it is, if it isn't, if it's grandfathered, if it's not, so that's my only. But as of everything else from the street, I
I don't know anything about the grandfather. I requested, we researched, I should say, about some grandfather paperwork here at the city and nothing was found. No one can give a definitive answer on how do we know what was grandfathered, how do we know it's not. No one can give that definitive answer to us.
So if
None of
that-
us were here at that time. I mean, I didn't even live in Fruitland at that time,
Yeah.
so.
So that was my only thing that I could not check yes or no on because of that remark about the whole, is it, isn't it, is that what it's,
Yeah, I don't know.
if it's not, but,
But do we feel that it's finished currently? I haven't driven past it.
I feel like they've done everything that we've asked
That
them
we
to
asked
do.
them to do,
Yes,
so then we should be done,
yes,
correct?
I agree. And if we have another
If we
complaint,
have another complaint.
we have
we'll
another
proceed
complaint, then we
from
need to
there.
move forward with that
Yeah.
complaint. But they've done everything that we've asked them to do, to my knowledge, okay?
So how about we just take a vote to finish, that there's no longer a nuisance abatement at 161 Sand Run Road, so that way we're all on the same page. And, I'm just gonna take a vote personally, if that's all right. Sarah? Are you good with what's gone on right now and that we can stop the current nuisance abatement that we have been doing for the past few years?
Yes, I'm okay with how the property looks.
Chris?
Yes.
Kurt?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Susie, yes. So we all voted yes. We are now done with the current nuisance abatement for 161 Sand Run Road.
They're done with us. For now.
Next on the agenda is to discuss pavement street repair.